Hi guys. I just tried making this video a second ago and my phone decided to be a twat and lose all of its memory. But so as I was saying in my last attempt, which you guys aren't going to see because I had to delete it, I really need to just rant and rant and rant about people and how annoying they are. Well, not all, but some, and how much they piss me off. So the reason I'm so mad right now, I'm trying so hard not to cuss a lot because I'm in that mood where I just want to cuss and cuss and cuss. Like, I could say a swear in every sentence right now, and possibly even multiple swears. But anyways, so I'm not going to make this an extremely long video, or at least I'm going to try not to. But so I really cannot stand annoying people. So this girl on Facebook was my boyfriend's ex, okay? And he left her to come back to me because we had dated before. And so she was really pissing me off because he left her for two reasons. He wanted to be with me, and she was fucking annoying. And he couldn't stand her anymore, and they were always fighting. So he left her. Whatever. Alright, so I was scrolling through Facebook, and I try not to be like that stalker girlfriend that checks your Facebook and everything every day. Every time you update something, she has to go look at it and make sure that these people aren't liking and commenting and that everything's okay and all that. I'm not like that. I'll give you your space, no problem. So I was scrolling through my newsfeed and I find one of his statuses. And she commented, "Oh, I'm sorry you had a bad day." Now, why is it her concern? They're not friends anymore. They don't talk anymore. Why does she care? So, or not even why does she care? Why does she have to express that? Nobody cares that she is worried about him. He doesn't like her anymore. Anyways, so out of curiosity, being the way that I am, very stubborn, curious teenager, I went on his profile and I looked at his statuses. I didn't comment or anything, and I tried not to say anything for at least a little while. I waited a few hours until I let it really bug me to the point where I'm just like, okay, I need to say something. But so I looked at his statuses since they broke up and up until now. She liked and or commented on almost every single one of them, even ones that were about me. What does that tell you? Obviously, she has an obsession. And so it really annoyed me. And then I didn't really say anything for a little while, but I was already in a bad mood a little while after I found out about that, and I had gotten in a fight with one of my friends. Well, that kind of just threw me off, and I was just in that mood where I needed to tell someone off, because everything and everyone was just annoying me, and I really didn't want to end up making my actual friends mad. So I ended up telling him that I was sick of her and I couldn't stand her and I didn't want to deal with it. And so I ended up telling her off. And she really annoyed me because not only could she not spell, but she wouldn't even put up a fight. If you're going to do something more than likely on purpose to piss me off, and then I say something to you, don't block me. Because whether you know me or not, I am a very reasonable person. I am not the type to sit there and continue to tell you off as long as you know when to stop. Blocking me is just going to piss me off even more, and is just going to end up making me want to continue to tell you off. And I have multiple accounts on Facebook. I don't use most of them, but the ones that I do use, I will go on and I will continue to go after you if you block me. If you don't block me and you just tell me, I don't want to deal with this, bye, I might say something rude back just to kind of be like, okay, whatever, fuck you. But I'm not going to keep it going if you say you don't want to do this. If I say something and it ends up making you say something back after you said that you don't want to, then obviously you're just trying to keep it going. Sure, something I might have said might have been the reason that you ended up saying it, but whatever. Normally when I say something, it's just trying to be a smartass and prove my point, because that's how my parents are. But, so, he didn't really get involved in any of it. He just kind of explained that he found it really annoying and it pissed him off too. Well, she had, pissed me off to the point where I didn't want to deal with her. I didn't want her talking to him. I didn't want her having any connection with him. So I told him he needed to delete and block her, which I don't do often. I'm not going to be that person that tells somebody, oh, you have to get rid of this person. You're not allowed to talk to this person. I'll tell you that I don't like someone, and I'll tell you I don't like you talking to someone, but I'm not going to tell you you can't. And so she just threw me over the edge, and I ended up telling him to delete her. And I kind of feel bad about that because it makes me feel like I'm trying to control the relationship. But, the way she acted about it, like, I just asked her, and I was trying to be as nice as I possibly could. I just asked her to stop, commenting and liking all of his things. And she replied with, no, I'm not going to stop, so bye. And, like, sure, you can't really take things from messages and, like, put a tone to it, but in that kind of situation, it's only expected that it would be said in an attitude. So it kind of gave me that sense that she was just trying to piss me off, and honestly, it worked. But what really annoys me is, why do you have to continue to just go on about this bullshit that you don't even have anything to do with anymore? Let it go. I mean, yeah, sometimes I have a hard time letting things go too. But, like, I'll at least confront the person that is doing things that I don't like. And then once that argument or conversation or whatever we're having is over, that's it. It's done. Nothing more. All I wanted her to do was stop. If she had just said, okay, I'll stop, and she didn't end up liking and commenting every one of his whatevers after that, I would have been fine. She could have stayed on his friends list. They could have talked every fucking day for all I care. But no, she gave me an attitude, so she needs to be gone. That's the way I see it. I was trying to fix the situation without starting like a domino effect. Because when you say something and then somebody else says something back that makes you mad, you're going to do something that makes them mad. And then it just turns into a line of dominoes, basically. One falls after the other. Everything ends up falling in the end. So, the reason I really just want to rant about this is people just annoy me with how they think that they can just say and do whatever they want, and then when they're confronted about it, they can just pretend like it doesn't matter I'm sorry, can't even talk. I'm just frustrated. It doesn't matter to that person. But what if, like, the way I see it and the way I try to look at pretty much everything is take myself out of the situation and put myself in someone else's shoes. Think about how they might see it. Think about how other things could affect their feelings towards what you're doing. If they don't like what you're doing, there's usually a reason. And for her situation, the reason I don't like it is because she's his ex. It's pretty obvious that she's not over him, and she still has a major obsession, which is one of the main reasons why he left her and why he didn't like her. And I just think it's stupid that we all end up fighting in the end because of these stupid things. Just why? What's the point? Like, can't you just take something someone says and listen to it instead of being stubborn and ignorant and just saying, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep doing whatever the fuck I want to do because fuck your opinion. Sure, sometimes I act like that, but that's because everybody else does. That's the only way to think when everybody else is like that. Like, with my friends, they understand exactly what I'm saying, and they understand all of this that I'm talking about. And if I tell them I want them to do something, there's a reason behind it. They understand that. Where all these girls that I try to reason with because I don't like what they're doing, they just turn around and give me the biggest attitude, and they just throw a bitch fit, which starts a fight. Like, they take everything to offense, and they need to just stop and be like, oh, wait, fuck, I'm doing something wrong, obviously. No, of course, the first thing that goes through their head is, oh, this girl's a fucking bitch. I'm just gonna tell her off and try to look cool. No, you don't look cool, you look like a cunt. Sorry for using that word, but quite frankly, that's what they look like when they do that. And I try to avoid using that word seriously. I use it joking around with, like, my friends. Or, like, sometimes I even call myself a cunt. Just, like, messing around. If I say it and I mean it truly, it's because it's true. That's how I see you. That's how you're acting towards me. And I'm just telling you how it is. Nothing more. But, so I don't want to, like, chew your guys' ears off with my rant, but half of this is probably just a bunch of mumbo jumbo that none of you understand. But, yeah, so I just wanted to get that out, and I feel a bit better now. So, bye guys.